This is a bold move from Crank to try to attack B, and he dies therefore. Carbon gets 2 frags, 1 on Crank and 1 on Grenade. Carbon gets a frag on Cuba, and now it's Resiner versus... He gets back at Carbon, and Resiner versus 2 SiXONE players, but he's only like 10-15% of health. Versus Calipo. Calipo will probably spot him, but he's actually in disadvantage, so if Resiner... He won't look that way, he's going mid. Resiner is in mid now. Skyline is spot aiming bottom arches. He stopped looking, the timing is amazing. Let's see. Skyline got hit. Resiner is pushing under arches. He doesn't know where Calipo is, Swiss. But he gets shot down by Skyline. From German wall, as you see. Oh, this is a nice shot from Skyline. And let's see how it goes. Alright. Okay, we are now sure that stream is working because I can see it myself. So if you guys have any requests, any problems, if you think there's any problems with quality of the stream or shortcuts or anything like that, please let me know in the comments. I'll be monitoring it as well. Right now it's 3-on-2 in favor of SiXONE, where it's a 2-on-2 now. And no, sorry, I'm sorry, it's 1-3. Crank is alone versus 3 of SiXONE players, and he's on the attacking side. But he crossed to basement, which I'm not sure they are aware of. He will probably get an easy frag here at German wall. Maybe another one, he's behind him. Crank didn't realize fast enough, therefore he lost some health, but it's a 1-on-1 situation right now. He's not aware where Carbon is. Oh, he is aware. He is aware. It's not a smart move. He will be likely dead if Carbon only knows how to play it out. Playing it out smart, not poking too much, yes. And it's an easy win for Carbon versus Crank, who was really in a disadvantage of position there. And the score right now is 4-on-2 in favor of SiXONE, who I could say are playing on the easier side, but really Carentan is kinda equal. Probably German is a little bit easier, not too much. Let's watch now Resiner, who's pushing MG. He's not pushing, he's still staying under MG roof. He's aware of one guy being in MG garden and somebody being AB top. And now, oh, somebody being on AB stairs. Crank getting a frag on Autore, who was around mid-house while Crank was basement. And he's now aware of one guy being AB garden actually. But it's nobody there. 6-1. Calipo in a fight with Resiner, he gets him with a kind of lucky headshot from pistol. And now it's a 3-on-3, it's still very tight. It can still go both ways, let's see. Two people from GodLike already AB bottom. Skyline was spotted, Skyline is down. Pussyboy gets back at Carbon at AB bottom. And now it's Calipo versus two players from GodLike, and Cuba is gonna plant B most likely, yes, he's planting B right now. And therefore, I would say this round should be won easily by GodLike. We'll see how it goes. Calipo still playing way too slowly. Wait, oh. He's actually hearing somebody, but that's far away. He now lost 30 seconds only to get to Arches, and nobody is there. Arches is box our warehouse as well, for those of you who don't know those names. And he's been now hit by Cuba from German, from Axis Spawn, and finished off by Passy Boy, which was to be expected. For 3 now in favor of SiXONE. So it is, as it was expected, kinda close right now. But we wanna remind you that it's SiXONE's map. Skyline finally getting killed there because he was really playing very aggressively there, and it was bound to happen that he would die there at some point. Rushing mid. Now Khalid gets a frag on Pussy Boy, but Resiner gets back at him, and now it's 3-on-2 in favor of a GodLike, who are obviously pushing A. SiXONE are in really bad spots, with Carbon actually not being able to do anything from the spot where he is at, to be fair. And Autor is slightly better, but still, A is kinda open right now. If anybody is MG top, they will get Carbon easily. This is very risky from Carbon. If he misses once, he's dead. Crank is likely to spot him, will he? Probably not yet. Right now Carbon is hiding behind the wall. But Kuba might get him, because he'll be looking. He will check the side, I'm pretty sure. Will he? Will he check what's on his left? He won't, and he's dead now. Oh, Resiner is now fucked. But Carbon didn't know that. Right, so it's... And got, as predicted, GodLike. They won this round. Pussy Boy getting heavily naded at the start. But Crank getting an easy frag on Autore, and but GodLike are still far away. Getting an easy frag on Calippo. GodLike is really gonna win this round for free. 6-1 playing too aggressively, they paid the price. Skyline gets killed, and now it's Carbon versus 4 players, and he's AB top. They know, Crank just spotted him, they realize he's AB top. And they will be crossing to B right now, they will be planting B. Or they will be even pushing him right away. Jumping, he might be able to spot one here. No, he won't. And GodLike wins number 1, which they actually went from 4-2 in favor of 6-1 to 5-4 instead of in favor of GodLike. SiXONE, in my opinion, making way too many mistakes, poking too much. Last 3 rounds. If they continue to play like that, they're not very likely to win this game. Kuba getting fucking out, it's 3-on-3 right now. GodLike are not pushed in yet, so it can still go both ways. But if the previous rounds are anything to go by, they're not. It's 2-on-3 right now. Look how aggressive Calippo plays, actually pushing people in middle of the street. He's already behind bombed house. He doesn't hear the guy behind him, which is so weird. Barely heard him now. Okay, now he's gonna get a frag on him. Kuba bottom sniper. He is aware of where Calippo is. But that doesn't mean much, as Carbon is holding the cross. So yeah, and he gets him.
Axis win.
It's 5-5 now. Still very close. It can still go both ways. Neither side is dominating the other. And Crank gets an easy frag on Carbon, who was focusing on throwing a nade. Which is again the same mistake from SiXONE. Being too open at the very start and letting be killed easily. Calipo gets a frag on Cuba in bottom basement. Skyline on Resiner from back B to bottom arches. And right now it's 2-3 in favor of SiXONE. Crank is already AB top, which he can use in his favor, but the enemy is aware of where he is. Nevertheless, Skyline is very open. If only Crank realizes when he is. Skyline is a free frag right now. So let's see if Crank does. He does, he misses the shot. I mean, well, Skyline is actually heavily hit, but he survived it. He's on 1 HP, still looking AB top. Crank is also looking at spawn. 2 of SiXONE players are heavily hit. Both of them are like 1 to 5 HP. So right now it's looking like GodLike are more likely to win. But now it's all about the brains and all about the cold blood. Cranks, they're playing very slowly. Pussyboy actually playing very risky. Why is he just jumping there? Of course. Crank now planting A. He thinks Skyline is still spawn while he's actually in MG.
Explosives
He didn't
coming.
realize Skyline was behind him. Skyline probably heard him going. No, he didn't heard him going MG Garden. Well, this side of MG Garden, anyway. They're not aware of where he is. He might be able to win it. And it's very weird, nobody actually heard each other. Crank can kill both of them right now. He won't, because Outer was far away. Outer is still on full health, as well as Crank. He would just jump on him, which is a complete mistake, and Crank gets an easy kill. Not even losing a single amount of health. Well, a single amount. This is probably not properly said, but I apologize again. Pussyboy pushed mid. He's hit heavily by a grenade. SiXONE, as in they heard what I was saying the previous rounds, they are playing way more carefully right now. Only Skyline actually poking to anything. Because Outer is hidden in basement, Calipo only watching the way out of mid from MG, and Carbon in basement as well, on basement stairs. Actually what Outer and Carbon are doing is pretty much pointless, because Outer is looking the way which cannot be accessed anyway, because it's watched by Carbon as well. So the communication for SiXONE is probably not on the highest level. Crank now gets a kill. It's not even gonna go to Outer because he chose the other way there now. And Crank is actually likely to get the other one on the back if he's lucky. Okay, they realized where Outer is, and Crank will get a back rate on him, most likely. And he does. And it's 4-2 in favor of GodLike, who are very likely to win this round, considering Skyline is already spotted the hit and he's dead.
Allies win.
And that's it, 7-5 in favor of GodLike. On the probably harder side on this map. on map which was chosen by SiXONE. So right now I would say this match is played out better by GodLike. And they're more likely to win, but there's still a lot of rounds ahead of us. It's looking like SiXONE is gonna be changing one player. So obviously they are not satisfied with someone's performance. Who would that be? Apparently there were some agreements which I am not aware of going on here, so I'm not gonna comment on that. GodLike has some problem with SiXONE changing a player. Is it live? I suppose it's live, yes. So now GodLike, after winning 7-5 on the German side, GodLike is doing the same mistake as SiXONE did. They're playing too aggressively in a cup game, and it causes them one frag at the very start. Pussyboy being killed by Autor from south boxes to AB Garden, and now SiXONE is probably likely to push MG side, but it can still go both ways. While GodLike is actually more watching the B side, kinda, and middle side, only Crank watching A side. And he's in a spot in a weird spot which actually can give SiXONE an easy frag on him if only they look there. Let's see if Revarki can spot him. Let's watch Revarki now. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing the names bad, I'm just not really aware. Kuba is killed off by Skyline. Let's see if Revarki can spot him. Can he? Oh, Crank moved in the meantime. He's actually watching the other side, of which Revarki is not aware of, and he's just going MG top, but he will be able to spot him from above, maybe, and get an easy frag on him. Will he? Will he look there? He's not looking there. He's not aware of Crank being right next to A-bomb. Oh, they finally spotted each other. Oh, that is unlucky. But after all, Crank gets killed, and it's Carbon versus Resner 1-on-1. They are both aware of which they are. Resner hit heavily by a grenade. He's now throwing his own grenades. Will they hit Carbon? Probably not. Carbon is actually glitching right now, but in favor of Resner because he was still visible on the screen. Which was, with all due respect, not really a wise move. SiXONE now pushing A side again, with one people being in bombed house, one sniper house bottom watching MG, and Revarki on chicken coops watching AB Garden. Got like pretty much the same spots as the last round, which are Resiner in box house, Pussyboy AB, Kuba covering mid, and Crank MG. Pussyboy spot the one guy under MG roof, which happens to be Autor, while Revarki gets an easy frag on Crank. They'll be pushing MG. Oh, they will pushing AB. Might get frag on every top guy. Revarki playing too aggressively, but he actually gets a frag on Pussyboy by a lucky nade. Oh, it was a frag from Carbon actually, but Revarki gets a flag on Kuba nevertheless, and SiXONE is more than likely to win this round. And makes it 1-on-1. pretty much the same as the last round. SiXONE pushing the same way they did, GodLike in the same spots as well. Autor is already pushing B. He's probably not aware of Resiner being back B or easy. Revarki gets a frag on Pussyboy in the meantime. Autor is still looking. Oh, Resiner knows where he is right now because of that grenade. They're both in very risky spots. In the same time, Revarki is he actually hit Crank, which is 1% of health. And in the same time, Cuba is backraping 2 people under NG roof. He will probably get a frag on Carbon. He did. Now he's not gonna push Revarki. He just left him. In the same time, Resiner finally gets a frag on Autore, who was probably still not aware of Resiner actually being at B. And SiXONE right now with 2 players on the attacking side. Both of them with a lot of health. Skyline pushing AB top. He doesn't know no one is there, so he'll not counter anyone. Crank is MG top with a little low amount of health, so probably the easiest thing for SiXONE right now would be to push A. But I don't think they're aware of that. Kuba in basement playing very safely with full health. And the Resiner back B. They only have 20 seconds. They're playing it way too slowly. They will probably push B right now. And they're likely to be killed by... Oh, Resiner actually not being cautious enough. And it will be a B plant. Kuba is down. And actually SiXONE is probably gonna win this round. Even though they were in complete disadvantage. But GodLike wasn't cautious enough. And didn't pay attention to what was covered properly. Right now it's Crank versus Skyline 1-on-1 because Crank actually got Revarki. And Skyline can be seen from outside those windows, I suppose, but I don't think Crank has enough time to check it all. And I guess Skyline will likely win this round. It's a fake. But Skyline is playing it slow. Oh, he's not sure if he's still defusing. He didn't realize. But nevertheless, Crank is turning around. Win. And Skyline is still getting an easy kill. For those of you who just joined, it's Ronox from the Move Off commenting the game right now. The first till ended with GodLike winning 7-5 on American side on Carentan, which is GodLike's map. And right now SiXONE is winning 2-on-1 on the other side. So the match is very close still. And well more balanced right now because both sides were likely to lose a lot of stupid rounds in the start, while right now they're playing more carefully, which is what I wanna see. Because it gets competitive. Pussyboy gets sparked on Skyline, AB Garden. In the same time, Revarki was shooting him, but he did not get... They did not hit each other at all. Even a single bullet. Revarki gets a frag on Pussyboy right now. And it's a 3-on-3. Well, it's not a 3-on-3, it's 3-on-3 situation. Never mind. Revarki going with a pretty silly nade to MG top, which is not likely to do any damage. And only let the enemy know where he is. But Crank is heavily hit there. So if only Revarki knows what to check and how to advance, Crank is very likely to be dead, but Crank doesn't. Crank actually gets a headshot on Revarki, which is a good move considering he only had 1% of health. He didn't let single bullet get to him. And now it's 2-2. And Autor gets a nice headshot on Cuba. But Crank gets back on him. And it's a 1-on-1 situation. Crank with lower amount of health versus Carbon with full amount of health. But he's running away. Why is he running away? He almost lost it. He should have checked that window first. Nevertheless, right now Carbon is prevented being in a better spot, and he gets the frag on Crank, who was not
Allies
sure
win.
what to do after he found himself behind the car, and Carbon on the bomb. Right now, it's a draw. It's 8-8 altogether. Carentan is GodLike's choice. GodLike choice Carentan as map. Oh, yes, sorry. Sorry, 6-1 it is. I was just corrected. Right now, 4-3 in favor of GodLike. 6-1 playing very carefully. They all think somebody's on their back while they're not, because Kuba is only in mid-house. He gets a frag on Skyline. All the others are way back. I'm not sure why exactly 6-1 is thinking somebody's on them. Right now they have a reason to, because it's 2-4 and it's 1-4. Revarki not really very likely to get a frag, and he's
Axis
dead right
win.
now. It's 3-2 right now, so GodLike is winning by one round on 6-1's map. Carbon is trying to pre-fire somebody in MG Garden, but there's Crank in MG Garden. Oh, who is probably most likely dead. He's in complete disadvantage of the spot. He'll be rushed now. He'll be killed, he will be naded. He's as good as dead. But 6-1 is actually not clever enough to cover the cross. Only Autora is pushing a free frag. They should all push him. In the meantime, Pussyboy getting a frag on Revarki. Crank is still MG Garden. 6-1 is still not pushing him, and Kuba is likely to help him. 6-1 let go of the free frag right now, because Kuba is likely to kill the other guy. I'm not sure why exactly he left him. And Outfor getting killed by Pussyboy. And right now it's Carbone versus 3 of GodLike players. This was a round that's supposed to be won by 6-1.
Axis win.
And with all due respect, they played out really bad, letting Crank be alive throughout the whole round, even though they spotted him very early. He was hit. He had no chance to run away from where he was. And yet they didn't manage to finish him off. Revarki getting a first frag on Resiner. 6-1 is now pushing B very quickly. Kuba getting a first frag from Grenade on Autore. They now are all aware it's a B push. But nevertheless, Kuba gets killed from Carbon, but Crank gets back at him, and it's a 2-on-2 situation right now with both 6-1 players on B side, probably pushing it. GodLike not being aware of that. They're still in mid side, and in case of Crank, actually A side. 6-1 Skyline again not looking, but he's capable of running away. Crank back B, he's naded, but it didn't hurt him. Pussyboy actually gets killed by his own grenade in box house. And Crank is not aware of Skyline being right next to him, who gets 2 shots on him with snipe.
User joined your channel.
And I welcome the user that just joined my channel. Yeah. 3-1-3. It's 3-1-3 right now with Skyline and Kuba dead. Still very close. It's GodLike winning by one round right now. Crank going for a silly nade right now. Pussyboy getting back at Carbon for that. And it's 2-2. It's very tense right now between Pussyboy and Revarky. Revarky throwing a silly nade as well. Why would he do that? And now it's Autore pushing Pussyboy in MG. He spotted him. It was a
Axis
bold
win.
move and it didn't work. And it's a 4-4, so right now GodLike is winning by 2 rounds on SiXONE's map. SiXONE playing pretty aggressive right now, some of them pushing B. Resiner got hit heavily by Grenade at the very start. He's back B, but nevertheless
User
Pussyboy
disconnected
getting a
from
frag
your
on Autore, and it's 4-3 now. Carbon getting very heavily hit from, I think that was Cuba, mid, who's still full health. Pussyboy and Crank both playing very aggressively in MG in open spots. It's a 4-on-2 right now because Resiner got a frag on Revarky who has arches, who has boxheads. Skyline kinda pushing B with Carbon middle heavily hit. 2 players of GodLike already moved in a lot. Crank right now took a weapon which was kinda silly because Carbon could have heard him but he didn't. Right now he did. And Carbon is gonna get a frag on. Oh, this is a very bad decision. This is a very, well, more of like bad execution. Nevertheless, Crank didn't realize he was being shot at the back. But Carbon only killed him after Crank killed Skyline, so it's Carbon's fault that Skyline died. It shouldn't have happened. And it's 1-on-2 right now, with Carbon being on more or less 20% of health and pushing MG, while Pussyboy is AB top with full health and Resiner at B with low amount of health. Resiner is pretty open, but it probably doesn't matter as Carbon is far away. And AB top is covered by Pussyboy, so Resiner can't be killed off from AB top. Carbon right now pushing AB bottom. He was spotted by Resiner, he did not get hit. Oh, he did get hit slightly. He's naded right now, it's not gonna work. Resiner going to B again, Pussyboy still AB top. Carbon is planting A, he will be spotted from AB top by Pussyboy, and it's a round for GodLike.
Axis win.
5-4 right now, GodLike winning by 3 rounds, and they're very likely to win this round. And right now I need to excuse you guys for like 1 minute because I need to take a piss. I'm sorry, great back.
Explosives planted.
Alright, I am back, and right now it's a 2-2 situation with bomb being planted for SiXONE. And it's an A plant, GodLike pushing Skyline, his top of snipe. They're likely to kill Skyline, but Carbon is, yes, and Skyline is that. Carbon is still, his health is full, but he's in disadvantage of the spot. He will be probably able to, they did spot him, he's not fat. And Kuba gets a frag on him. It's a fight, it will be 6-on-4, GodLike will be winning by 4,
Axis win.
and if they win this round, they will win the map together like 12-9. No. Yes, in fact that is true. 14-9, I'm sorry. I see people complaining about the sound. You might not heard loud enough. Okay. That's alright. So I hope the technical problems are now gone. And let's see, GodLike getting a first frag on 6 when Autor gets back at Crank. It's a 3-on-3. 6-1 already pushed in because Autor is already AB Garden while Revarki is Arches bottom. Kuba getting a frag on Autor, and 6-1 is still in square one because I'm pretty sure they are aware of Revarki being top Arches while Carbon is still nowhere. He only accessed AB Garden right now. Likely to go basement, and he's killed by Pussyboy before he's even able to do that. So it's Revarki alone. They are of course aware that Revarki was box house because of Resiner prowling behind the fence. He's not likely to get even a single frag if only they play it outright. They have every side of the map right now. I mean of box house, GodLike covered, and Revarki can't really do anything. I suppose he could just jump out of that window and just count on Resiner not looking this way, but he's not aware of that. He probably thinks people are still AB top, while actually Pussyboy is very close to him, watching bottom warehouse, and he's probably gonna get killed by him. Let's see. And this is what happens.
Axis
So
win.
GodLike won the map by 14-9, which is, it doesn't sound like an advantage from which you cannot go back, but keep in mind it was 6-1's map, so depending on what GodLike is now gonna choose, they're in advantage. They're more likely to win this game. And it seems to be really close, but
User joined your
6-1
channel.
wasn't capable of winning those 2-on-2s in a lot of situations. Playing it out not careful enough, taking too many risks, they paid the price. Harbor is GodLike's map, which is, well, I wouldn't expect that, but I suppose they can just play whichever map they want, considering they won the enemy's map 14-9. And I need another short break, guys. Be right back. I'll be back in a minute, just to get something to drink. They won. Okay, I'm back right now. Apparently it just started. It's the first round. Boys, something terrible happened. I'm out of whiskey, unfortunately. Nevertheless, I'm gonna keep on shoutcasting.
User joined your channel.
Revarki got a frag on on Resiner, and right now SiXONE is winning the first round on the harder side of Harbor, on the way harder side on GodLike's map. It's a 2-on-2, Crack got a frag on Altor. Carbon spotted the guy in Polish too late, nevertheless he got hit. He lost a lot of health, Pussyboy back, and he finishes him off.
Win.
Back Polish. GodLike not throwing enough of grenades in my opinion, but SiXONE is not even trying to push it, so it's probably a good decision. It will be all about tactical nades instead of random nades. Kuba sent a lot of nades, none of which found the target. They're all still. No one is yet hit at all. Autor now spotted somebody on the ledge, nevertheless Kuba gets back at him when he was top box. Autor was the only one in alley. And right now Skyline gets killed from Resiner by a grenade. 6-1 playing way too passively this round, with only Autor actually pushing. And with no help from his teammate whatsoever, he gets killed off easily, following by Skyline's death from grenade. And right now the only thing they can do is count on GodLike's mistake, which is probably not gonna happen right now, because they are in proper spots. 6-1 is almost out of nades. One of them is hit heavily. If I were to bet, I would definitely bet on GodLike for this round. Revark is trying to push tunnel, which is a waste of time. They don't have enough time to do that. Pussyboy is covering it, and Resiner can help him whenever it's just needed. So they will not win this round by pushing tunnel. And right now he will be killed by Resiner, I'm pretty sure. Resiner will get 2 frags though. Revarky, and the second one is coming. Is it not? And it's coming from Crank right now.
Axis win.
I'm not sure why exactly Resiner didn't see him. They were probably not aware of the fact that there were 2 people tunnel. Nevertheless, it still works out the way it was supposed to, as in GodLike winning the round, which they couldn't lose. SiXONE still back alley. The only one slightly moved in is Carbon, who's on top box right now. They're pushing, they're all pushing right now. Will GodLike be able to answer? Crank is poking way too much. He's throwing a nade right now. It's a mistake. It's a mistake, and he's killed off by a grenade. Kuba on the other hand pushes tunnel and is able to get a frag on Autor. Carbon is watching the back, but Kuba is not there for a long period of time already. He went back. He's already L-bent. Carbon on the top box, Skyline under ramp. There's Pussyboy going ramp room now. He's likely to kill Skyline, while Carbon is still top box. Pussyboy doesn't know about Skyline being under ramp. Skyline should not be just looking, he should try to push. He's not aware of that, and right now is in disadvantage. Resiner is likely be just waiting for them to be trying to cross. He's not gonna get a frag like that. Skyline playing way too passively, which gonna cost them around. They're losing important seconds. Right now Skyline being killed off from Elben. And they thought he was on the ledge, I suppose, because Carbon just looked there. And he gets killed off by Pussyboy, which is to be expected. Easy frag there. They're not capable of playing together when pushing at all, 6-1, and they were capable of winning the first round somehow, but I don't think they are very likely to win more than 3 rounds on this side, which will mean disaster for them, because they are very likely to lose this match altogether. It will be very hard to do a comeback playing like that. They're throwing useless nades right now. Pussyboy gets a frag on Carbon, and it's Skyline alone versus 4 people with low amount of health in back alley. Nothing he can do whatsoever. And he gets killed off by Pussyboy. From snipe, a headshot, and easy shot, 100% shot. Which had to happen. SiXONE doing the same mistake, being way too passive in alley, and 2 of them in tunnel, which is separating. They will not be able to do anything, because Kuba will now probably spot Carbon hiding there. He will not. This is their only chance if Cuba is not cautious enough. It's 3-2 now in favor of SiXONE. Somehow it worked out. Nevertheless, Revarki is heavily hit. I'm not really sure what Carbon is still doing there. It's a waste of people. It's a waste of power right now. 6-1 could have, yeah, and Carbon is trying to crush right now. And he doesn't finish Pussyboy, which he should have done. Nevertheless, 6-1 is probably gonna win this round. The bomb planted. Pussyboy is playing way too passively right now. There are 2 people at A. Pussyboy finishes off Revarki. Carbon, actually, it seemed like he was trying to push, but he's not gonna do that. Pussyboy is still heading back when he has 25 seconds to win the round. And he gets a kill on Skyline. Why do they allow him to do that? This is completely played out badly by 6-1, but
Allies
Carbon
win.
is capable of winning it after all, but it was way too risky what they did. They shouldn't have allowed him to kill off 2 of them and leave it all to Carbon. SiXONE pushing tunnel again with 2, and only 2 of them in Ali. Skyline only waiting it out for it needs to come. Who's free kill? That's Autore. This guy knows what's happening. Carbon doing the same as he did in the previous round. Well, I'll be honest with you guys, if I were in his team, I would be pissed off. Because people in Ali right now can do nothing at all. They can't push with 1 or 2 versus 4. And why would anyone push him actually? And here's what's happening. Crank gets a frag on Carbon, who just wasted like a minute camping in tunnel. Resiner shots Skyline, but Skyline gets back at him with a pretty nice shot. He's still in alley. He's playing it out slowly. He's pushing tunnel again. And now the question is, will Pussyboy spot him? Pussyboy probably doesn't expect him to go tunnel. Nevertheless, he actually crushed. They were not watching. He crushed. He has 40 seconds. He has B ahead of him. He will probably be trying to plant it. Pussyboy is not aware whatsoever that Skyline already crushed. He has 25 seconds. Will GodLike now rotate back to B? They're probably aware that something's wrong and that this guy, yes, Pussyboy is already aware, probably aware that Skyline is at B side. He's ready to cover it if needed. Skyline is planting the bomb. Pussyboy heard it. Pussyboy hit him, but Skyline is still alive. Going for a risky jump, but he made it. And now the question is, he's probably not capable of killing two people there. And it's not happening. GodLike getting another round. 4-on-2 after. So they actually have 18 rounds, while SiXONE is on 11.
Axis win.
This is a quite big lead from GodLike right now. And I don't see 6-1 coming back from that unless they finally decide to push alley. Because with two people in alley in a 4-on-4 game, they're not capable of winning this round whatsoever. But Carbon is doing the same thing third time in a row. At least there's 3 people from 6-1 pushing alley right now. Kuba getting a kill. And Carbon finally being killed off. Crank with a frag on Skyline from a grenade. And it's Rivarki, the last one standing. They were not aware till now. This was underarm, but he's right now. And he's killed by Kuba. It's 5-on-2 for GodLike right now. It's 19-11 altogether. And it's very hard for 6-1 to come back from that right now. A lot of nades to alley right now. 6-1 is waiting it out. At least they're all pushing alley right now, except for Autore, who I'm not really exactly sure what he's doing. Just standing there still with a grenade. Only to throw some random ones. Kuba hit off a lot he's killed off in ramp from by Rivarki from top box. Rivarki getting another kill on Crank. These are frags that can open the way to win that round for 6-1. And Pussyboy being in disadvantage now because he fell off the ramp. But 6-1 either didn't realize or didn't know how to work out in favor of them. Right now it's 2-2. And 6-1 won this round. It's their third round one on this side, but they will have to perform much more if they want to have a slight chance of winning this game. SiXONE again pushing mostly alley, finally, with Rivarki being tunnel. Again wasting his time, nobody's gonna push him right now. Crank getting a frag on Carbon right now, they're all pushing alley. And only now, Pussyboy is probably gonna push tunnel. 6-1 is probably not aware of that. Rivarki sometimes peeks there for a quick glance. Skyland gets off Kuba in the meantime. Kills off. Gets off. Revarki gets that frag on Pussy Boy who was in the back. And right now, Resiner and Crank. Why is he trying to jump on Oben? There are already people at A. Is he not aware of that? Did he not hear that? This is what happens. Miscommunication by GodLike here. I suppose it was messy. It was not well organized, and they just lost another round because of that. 5-on-4 now. They were GodLike on the easier side, so I would say it is kinda surprising that they already lost 4 rounds on an easy side on their map. But consider and now Kuba gets 2 frags from grenades, which will likely make this round go in favor of GodLike. Revarki gets a frag on Crank. GodLike with 2 people a day now and 1 pole is pretty much safe, even though they're in advantage. They just spotted each other, Resner and Revarki. Revarki is being pre-aimed by someone from Police and he gets... This was not very
Axis
smart.
win.
And it's 6-on-4 right now. Pussy Boy gets a frag on Revarki. Carbon again doing the same old story, camping in tunnel. If GodLike does not play it out stupidly, this is another round 1 for them. This is not enough people in alley to able to overcome them at all. Skyline is playing pointlessly because Freakill is already moved in while Skyline is watching the same side. They're now hit. Carbon trying to cross right now, which is a good... It's a good timing to cross, but he'll be alone there. Because Skyline will be probably dead in a matter of seconds with the amount of health he has being alone in alley. He's completely open. Now, Carbon might get a frag on Skyline, but he only has TPSH, and he does not get that frag. So right now they know where he is. He's throwing simple nades. Pussy Boy does not get away from that. He's killed off. Kuba is very likely to encounter Skyline in alley, but he's not aware of that yet. And Skyline is not pushing either. He is right now. He's killed off. Carbon back Polish. Crank is probably gonna be watching that, and Crank is probably gonna watch. A nice headshot from Carbon and Crank. Kuba is pushing him. Carbon will be. It's a fake. It's a fake. Will Kuba realize that? He has a better weapon for that kind of distance, and he gets advantage.
Axis win.
Autora left. I'm not sure why, but that's probably because of the fact that GodLike already won this game. 6-1 is not capable of coming back whatsoever. Because they were in disadvantage of 5 on the first map and 3 on this side, so even if they win 7-0, it will be a lost game for them. There's another change in 6-1 because somebody came for Autora but I have no idea how to pronounce his nickname, and if I were to be vulgar, it's Fuckman or so. Alright, is it his real name? I was just told. Okay. Alright, so it's Fuckman. GodLike playing more aggressively in alley than SiXONE did, but just a slight bit, because they're all with rifles, except for Crank, who's camping in between with PPSH. He might be able to rush someone, but right now he can't do anything. He has to wait for his friends with rifles to show the way. Carbon gets Reasoner Sky and gets Crank. Pussyboy gets back at Carbon, but he was ramp room. Pussyboy is not able to get Skyline Elband, who gets him. And Kuba now alone in tunnel, getting back to alley versus 3 6-1 players, all of which, except for Skyline, have full health. And 6-1 is probably gonna win this round. And Kuba will not pull anything impossible here.
Axis win.
He died. For anybody that just joined, it's Ronox here from the Myth Off, commenting the game. The score was 14-9 in favor of GodLike on Carentan, which was first map, was chosen by SiXONE.
Joined your channel.
And then the first kill on Harbor was in favor of GodLike, and I believe it was 7-4. I'm not entirely sure right now. I was just told it was in fact 7-4. So right now they're only playing for fun because GodLike already won the game.
Axis win.
GodLike just lost the second round on attacking side on Harbor. Will they be able to construct creative attack? Finally. GodLike throw some nades. They did throw some nades right now. They are moving in. 6-1. Carbon killed by Kuba. Revaki, it's now. They're now rushing everywhere. They're shooting. Resner pushed off L, which is a mistake. They should have all pushed A right now. The way is open. Revarki back. He's hit a lot. He's the only one at A. Fuckman is still Polish. He's not capable of doing anything. He's not helping his friend. Revarki will be dead. He's dead. It will be now an A plant. Fuckman is not capable of doing anything whatsoever. He's trying to go back from alley. He's pushing them from alley side. But what can he do with snipe versus 3 people from GodLike? He gets one, not aware of where he was. But right now, he cannot surprise Kuba anymore, who gets him.
Win.
And it's another round for GodLike. If you look throughout players right now, you can realize SiXONE is actually throwing late nades and going for jumps because they have time for it, because GodLike is not pushing. If GodLike did push right after the initial nades, they would be able to win the round quite easily, but they're not aware of that. They would have been able. Carbon, I think Carbon likes camping tunnel very much because he was just camping there. Next is side as well. on Axis side. He's now pushing the back. Will he be able to kill people in alley? They already pushed in. They're already at A. Fuckman gets a kill on Pussy Boy. Carbon is way too slow, but he doesn't realize somebody is standing on the ledge there. Oh, he does.
Explosives
He
planted.
does, but he gets a frag on Kuba. It was not very safe way to kill him, but he managed to do it. Crank is now alone. Oh, it's not a smart move. Nevertheless, Carbon is playing out stupidly as well, and Fuckman gets a finishing kill. 3-1 for SiXONE.
Axis win.
Seems like every single round is similar to each other. We've got like with 6-1 taking the same spots, well, almost the same spots, staying back, getting comfortable and throwing nades, while GodLike throw nades as well. This is not getting each side closer to what they wanna achieve, because these nades mostly don't hit anyone, and even if they do, they're not creating the way. Kuba now managed to kill Carbon on German, and Carbon again played way too slowly and he was surprised there. GodLike now pushing A, they will be able to win that round. Revark is still not able to hear Kuba going there. Pussy Boy, GodLike is everywhere versus Skyline, who is alone in front of A, and he's finished off by...
Allies win. Explosives planted.
He's killed by Resiner there. Fuckman was AFK for the very start of the run, but considering he goes Polish with snipe, I don't think it will matter very much. This boy trying to get a frag on Fuckman in Polish, but if Fuckman is at least slightly smart, he will not die there. It was left anyway. Fuckman now only covering ramp room. Skyline top Elben box. Revarki back A. Resiner probably will be trying to push A soon. He didn't get this frag on top of Elben. Fuckman getting killed by Pussy Boy. GodLike now pushing B side. King. The Crusher killed by Skyline. Revarki was also there. He's killed. Skyline letting go of Cross. And he's killed by Resiner from PPSH. 3-3 right now. I'm gonna say it one more time. GodLike already won this round before the start of the last steal. All they're playing for right now is the statistics. Skyline getting 2 frags on Crank and Kuba. It's now 3-2 in favor of 6-1. GodLike can still win this round, because there's nobody ramp room to be able to help them. So if Resiner plays it out well, he will get 2 frags. gets one. He gets one on Skyline with a nice headshot. Revarki in Elbent right now. Will he be able to? Resident now picked up some health, I suppose, because he had less health. Were medipacks even allowed? Well, I'm not gonna go into that right now.
User joined your channel.
Yeah, the medipacks are on, and I'm not sure if they were actually supposed to be allowed. But it's not up to me. GodLike pushing B side right now. 2-1 versus Remarky, who gets
Allies
shot
win.
there when he was A. Was a nice shot. Let's see. Oh yeah, it was quite nice. And they were expecting Remarky to pull out from there. 4-3 now. GodLike winning on their map. On the harder side, they're pushing now very much. I mean, Pussy Boy is ramp room. And it will be so much easier for GodLike to push him right now if only Pussy Boy doesn't die. They will only have to focus on the alley side, on the A side. And considering Skyline is still in the back, hit a lot. Revarki only with a rifle, hit as well. Pussy Boy got the frag on Carbon. Pussy Boy gets the frag on Fuckman. There's only 2 people at A right now. Revarki getting a frag but killed off right now after that. Skyline kills Crank, but he has only 5 and he's dead. It's a 5-on-3. And if it keeps on going this way, GodLike is very likely to win this round as well, and just destroying SiXONE altogether. Because SiXONE right now only has 9 plus 4, 13, 17 rounds. While GodLike has already 26. They won each till now. Both sides playing very carefully right now. 2 people from GodLike in alley, which are all of them are in alley. Resiner, Kuba, and Crank. Crank gets a frag on Carbon. Crank now watching A side. Kuba gets a frag on Revarki. Fuckman pushing them from behind. It's not what we you guys know what I mean. Nevertheless, Fuckman is still yeah, Fuckman is going from behind.
Explosives
3
planted.
people at A right now. They planted the bomb. Fuckman is in alley trying to spot them. He did spot them, but I think it's reciprocal. They also spotted him. He gets a marvelous frag on Crank, who was jumping behind the box, but I don't think he will be able to win this round. Nevertheless, just spotted hit from Elbent by, not sure, that was Risner or Kuban. We're now covering each side. Kuba covers A front. Resiner Elbent. Fuckman is going for Catwalk. Gets hit again. Playing it. Oh, it is a very lucky hedge on Kuba. Unbelievable. But if only Resiner is smart enough, he will kill Fuckman, which does happen.
Win.
And it's 6-3. It's 6-3 for GodLike. They have 27 rounds now, 27 rounds right now, while SiXONE has 9 plus 4, 13 plus 3 is still 16. It might be the last round of this game. Carbon hit slightly from probably from grenade, while Skyline hit as well, but heavily. GodLike all with full health. Revarki just realized somebody was on the run, but he's getting naded and he didn't move away fast enough. He got hit. He's getting hit by second grenade. Resner gets a frag on Carbon. Kuba gets a frag on Skyline. Resner gets a frag on Revarki. And it's a 1-on-4 for Fuckman, who's alone in L-Band. And what is he doing? Is he AFK or something? He's AFK, I think. He gets a frag on Pussy Boy, but they are aware of where he is. They're planting. And he will lose this round. Crank does hit him. He's still alive. He kills off Resiner. And he's killed by Crank, which makes it 7-3, which makes it 28 to 16 altogether. And GodLike wins this game. Even though skill-wise it was kind of close, GodLike still wins this game easily by, I don't know, better communication. So it's over, guys. I wanna thank you. I hope it was. I hope you had a nice time. I certainly did. See you next time, sometime. Thank you and bye.